Oh, that's a great question.
Michael, so nice to meet you
Nice
and
to meet you.
congratulations. Yeah, congratulations on this film. As you can see, I'm a huge Ferrari fan and you absolutely killed it like you always do. I have to say, this was one of the best and loudest theatrical experiences I've had in a theater all year. I did. I saw it in Dolby, and this is going to be the film that my dad and I are going to see
Great.
on
Okay.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So excited. I thought the cinematography was beautiful, particularly when we're in Enzo and Laura's home.
Right.
It almost looks like it's a painting versus then going to the racing scenes where we see more of the bright
Right.
red. And I'm wondering if you talk about the difference because the
Sure.
cinematography was stunning, but just the difference in versus Enzo's personal life versus his public life.
Well, that's a great question. The because it was absolutely my design to how to tell in the overall design of this storytelling was to do exactly what you just said. So it's a very astute observation, which was to have something classical and static and monochromatic in the sense of the burnt umbers and the browns and the Caravaggio kind of lighting in the domestic scenes when the personalities that we're subjectively immersed in are dueling with each other in these blow-ups that occur between Ferrari and his wife over these pretty profound issues. But all those uh, that's happening in those domestic scenes, and then many times when we go to the racing, where a lot of these issues are going to be resolved is she going to cash a check and bankrupt the company or not? Will her kind of primitive nihilism destroy everything that the two of them have built together because of the relationship that she's now discovered that Enzo's had another family for 12 years that everybody else knew about, but she didn't. Is that how that's going to work out is then resolved in the racing. And so in the racing, I wanted to be beautiful and savage, hence the red cars and a completely different way, completely different style of shooting. Sanjay mentioned this because I'd always planned to go back, and we went back and recorded in the same circumstances, real competition Lampredi V12 engines, full competition V12 engines from the period. In when the cars are driving through Ravenna in narrow streets, we took Lord Bamford's car, full competition engine, and found a railway tunnel that was a mile long and duplicated it. So what you're hearing are the real sounds of real engines from that period, and they're powerful, they're fearsome, and that's what. So I'm going to thank you for responding to that.
I have to mention Collateral because it's my favorite film of yours. I think the Fever Club nightclub scene with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx is one of the best scenes in cinematic history. The lighting, the music, everything, the
Right.
tension between Max and Vincent is just so well done. Take me back to filming that scene, and I guess what was your biggest challenge in filming that particular scene for Collateral?
Um, it wasn't a challenge. It was a fabulous adventure and a great time. I went into a club in Koreatown that looked kind of like that, except it was about 1/10 the size. It was tiny. But we took the design ideas and built them out, and then I wanted to have imagery within imagery and a certain kind of in different models, Korean models on the screens that are flashing by in a completely different mood. And then I'm working with Tom Cruise, and nobody in current cinema moves better than Tom Cruise moves. I mean, he is like a ballet dancer, and then we did so much training and the with in the fight in the gunfighting. Um, and on the way in, there's that moment with Audio Slave and the Coyotes. So some of these things don't have exactly logical reasons why they're there, but they just I'm get impelled to put them in. It's a moment of introspection. What triggers a character's introspection? Tom Cruise kind of diving in, doing a deep dive into himself for a moment before this action scene is going to happen.
No, I think you put it beautifully in that scene. Yeah, especially with the coyote
Oh, thank
is
you.
iconic. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, Michael, they are wrapping me again. Congratulations to you, and I cannot wait for audiences to see this film. I think it's so cool how you got access to all the real Ferraris too. I'm sure there was a ton of security involved, but it looked so well done in the production.
Oh, thanks so much. Thanks, Sue.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Michael. Bye.
Bye.
Gabrielle, so nice to meet
Hey,
you.
Laurie.
Yeah, hi. Ferrari is one of the best theatrical experiences I've had in a movie all year. It was so loud, and obviously your racing scenes are so well done in the film. So congratulations to you, first of all.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk with you about the racing scene specifically towards the beginning where where Dave Portago is trying to prove himself to Ferrari and working with Michael in those scenes. Were they actual Ferraris or were they just shells as well? I'm just so curious how that worked.
Are you wearing a Ferrari shirt?
I am.
Oh, that's nice. Cool. Are you a Ferrari fan?
I am. I am a huge Ferrari fan. I would love to have one someday. What's funny is my brother actually works at Porsche, but actually growing up, my whole family is Ferrari fans, and my last name's Veneziani, so
Amazing.
I'm an Italian. Yeah.
It's good. So no, they rebuilt the Ferraris. We used Caterham chassis, and they rebuilt the shells, the bodies. Yeah, but they really look like old Ferraris, like vintage Ferraris. And it was good that we had, like, before starting shooting, we had almost 2 months prepping, driving those cars on the real track with the stunt drivers, learning how to drive those cars because we drove some bits of the scenes. So we had lots of fun driving those cars.
Yeah, the Ferrari Testarossa is one of my favorite cars of all time, and I love how we see that in the film here as well. I'm curious for you as an actor, Michael Mann is one of our iconic directors, and after working with him for this movie, what's something that you learned from Michael that you might apply for the rest of your career as an actor?
I could say a bunch of things because as you said, he's a master. And to work with him was a big honor for me. I learned so much. But I don't know, just to watch him directing at 80 years old with that much energy and that much passion about it's so inspiring. So inspiring. And Michael is the kind of director that really cares about every single detail. So I don't know else to say, but that I really love working with him and watching him directing and taking care of it all of the movie. And I know it's a life project for him. So more than anything else, he really wanted to shoot that movie to tell that story, and to be part of that was like a dream for me.
I love that. I think you put it beautifully. Last question for you. I'm curious if you were able to take anything home after set of Dave Portago's, maybe like a costume piece or anything else. I mean, I'm sure you didn't get to take home a Ferrari, but that would be the dream after working in this movie, right?
Yeah, of course. No, I took home the goggles, the gloves, and the scarf from the Portago. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, that will be great to have in your closet forever. Well, Gabrielle, they are wrapping me again. Congratulations to you. And this is going to be the
Thank you.
film that I watch with my dad and my family on Christmas Day. So
Amazing.
yeah, I know they're so excited to see it.
Thank you so much. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.